welcome back to another Train with Me in Star Stable. Let's go, give it up. Like, it's been at least a couple of weeks since I've done a last Train with Me. I don't know if you really want to call this Train with Me, but I guess it's going to be my Camp Western festivities I'm going to be doing just around the farm, helping around as per usual. Obviously, I don't have too much to talk about, but I am going to talk about a couple of things, obviously, as per usual, because we need something to talk about, or at least you guys need to hear me have something to talk about. But okay, let's go with that. So first, as always, I want to see how everybody's enjoying Camp Western so far. I'm pretty sure we're on like the third week already, so we're almost close or nearing its end. I think we get like either 1 or 2 more weeks left, and that scared me. I thought that was like a random thing over there. Okay, but we got like 1 or 2 more weeks left, and I'm not sure how to feel. Like, I don't know, like I was excited when it first came. I'm always excited with a new event in Star Stable when it first comes, but after a while it's just like, yeah, there's nothing else new. We've already got like the new horse coats, the new items and clothing, so it really is just like, what's next? Obviously there's like new quests and stuff like that, but I personally don't care about that. I never do. I usually care about the chest collecting, and I really do hate the wolves. I despise the wolves. Like, the wolves are like my enemy one-on-one. Like, girl, speaking of wolves, I don't even girl, look at me speaking of wolves, I don't even have that many beast repellents, so I can't be wasting it on them because I need beast repellent to obtain the dog and the cat. I already have their like items, like their renegade mask and their bandana, and I need 75 summer tokens, but I'm so close. I need 75 for each of them, so it should be pretty easy, I think. But if we find a good amount of renegade chests, I'm pretty sure there's like 3 renegade chests, and then yeah, and then you got like the races over with
butter, salt good or whatever,
and then we got some stuff over here with Josh as well. Do a little farm ranch help around. But how is everybody's, like, I know some people are already starting school. If you guys are, how is your first day of school, or how is your first week of school? How are you guys feeling? I kind of want to hear what your guys is like, kind of like ideas, or kind of what plans you have for the school year, because I know like my sister started last Friday, so I mean I think they're in kindergarten. I don't know, I can't even remember my own age sometimes, but I know they started last week, and then a couple of my friends are starting this week, so that's great for them. I'm trying to start like a new, I wouldn't say internship, but like a paid experience type of vibe where I just get the necessary experience that I need for an entry-level job, obviously. So I'm going to be starting that next week. At least I'm going to be starting training next week, so hopefully that goes that goes well. I'm kind of nervous because I don't have a computer. Like, have a computer obviously, but I don't have a laptop. I don't have a tablet. Like, the laptop that I have is my red one, and it's not broken or anything, but it's running really slowly, and I don't like that. So I need to get me another laptop in the near future, or a tablet or something, because I can't be using my phone for the rest of my life, especially for little small things here and there. What are we doing? Okay, so I definitely have to get that in the future, but I'm not too worried about it right now because obviously my computer is doing what it needs to do for the most part. I'm trying to think of anything other new life updates. Other than that, I feel like there's nothing really new. I do kind of miss like the first day of school jitters. Like, I remember I would usually cry on the first day of school, like even in high school, because it's just like, I don't want to go back. Like, there's just no way I can't go back. Like, it's only been two months and it's already time to go back. Like, I could have sworn that we were just starting summer break, and now we're already going back. Everybody's starting to get school supplies, school clothes. I'm in disbelief. I'm shocked, kind of sad. But I would usually cry every first day because I'm like, this cannot be real. This cannot be real. I don't want to go back, and I get anxiety just thinking about going back. And I know it's not that huge of a deal if that thing starts coming after me before. Really? what a waste. Okay, that sucks. But I don't want to go back. I have very social anxiety. I personally can't deal with it. I know some people like that. I know, just a tip, just to kind of focus on yourself. There's nothing wrong with making friends, and this goes for if you're in high school or going into high school, middle school. I just feel like you really just need to just focus on yourself. I know in middle school and elementary school, you kind of just make friends. You're just trying to feel everybody out for the year. But once you start heading into high school and even college, it's kind of just like you really just need to focus on yourself. Nothing wrong with making friends and stuff like that, but you really need to focus on your education and need to focus on whatever it is you're majoring in, because you don't want to be that one person who has to be stuck for an extra semester or something like that. Like, being stuck for an extra semester really does suck. Not that I've ever had to be stuck for an extra semester, but you know what I mean, okay? Nobody wants to have, bro, really, come on now. I was just taking the sheet back, bro, okay? But that's kind of what I did, and I'm just giving tips. You don't have to really, listen to it, but I'm just giving a tip about my high school, middle school experience, where at least in middle school, I tried to always fit in, because there was like this one group called the Llama group. I don't know why they called themselves that, but for some weird reason, I wanted to join that group so badly. But then I quickly realized once I entered high school after COVID and everything, because during my freshman year, COVID was still very much active. So that was like 2020, 2021, early 2020. So I can't remember my freshman experience. I really lost that socialness during my freshman year of high school. I don't know. I feel like I did really good my freshman year, honestly, because we were all online. So I feel like all of our classes, tests, and quizzes that we had to take were pretty much easy for me. Or I don't know. I wasn't trying to cheat, I wasn't gonna cheat, especially during like tests and quiz. I remember we had to keep our cameras on. We had to make sure it was facing us and our camera was on. So let me go ahead and, sometimes my computer likes to do the most. Let me go ahead and get this check mark so I don't do it again. But we had to make sure to keep our cameras on and keep our cameras on our face and stuff like that. We couldn't turn it off. We couldn't do this, that, and third. And it was an interesting experience. I don't think I ever want to go through that type of vibe again, but I guess that also opened the door for new job opportunities and new opportunities remote wise, because a lot of people kind of lost their jobs during that time. So it was a really difficult time for everybody. We all had to be isolated from our friends and family, including like, not unless they were our immediate family, obviously, but otherwise there's usually a chest up here. Okay, wow. But we would have to stay away from our family and friends, neighbors, whatever. So I can't really remember my freshman year experience, but it wasn't bad. It was an interesting high school experience, I guess. And then I remember the first day of, I'm pretty sure sophomore, junior, senior,
Sophomore.
I'm pretty sure sophomore, I think. I don't know, I can't remember. My first day of sophomore year was a very interesting one. I did feel kind of out of place, as we all do, but I personally just stayed to myself. I never really tried to reach out to make friends or anything like that, because at the end of the day, I'm just trying to do my work and get out. I'm just trying to do my work and get through the day. And I wouldn't say I was a teacher's pet or anything like that, but I'm not the type of person who wants to get in trouble constantly, because you would always have a class, like you are always gonna have a classroom who has at least one or two class clowns thinking that everything is funny, thinking that everything is a joke. Me personally, I didn't think it was funny. I didn't think it was, like, you go to school to learn, okay? School is not a in-person dating platform. Like, it is where you go to get your education and get out. Why are we playing pranks? Why are we playing jokes? I couldn't. Like, I just focused on myself, focused on my education, focused on what I needed to focus on, and not worry about anybody else, because at the end of the day, you can't help your friend graduate. I mean, you can't help them study, but you can't help your friend graduate. Ultimately, it's up to everybody to put in the necessary effort to graduate. And I do feel like for me personally, during my last year of middle school, like it was towards the end of my middle school era, if you will, and that was like the beginning of COVID. I feel like a lot of the teachers and staff members, or whoever's in charge of passing students, the principal, I'm not sure. I just feel like a lot of the students who shouldn't have passed for me. I feel like there was a lot of kids that I saw that never actually put in the work work to graduate. Like I think whoever is in charge of passing students had sympathy, especially because of COVID and everything, and we're like, you know what, we're gonna pass you because, you know, we kind of feel bad that, you know, this is your experience that has to be online. So we had to finish up our last bit of middle school year online, which, okay, great, but it did feel kind of a slap in the face to me, honestly, because you have people who put in work during their years of being in middle school or high school or whatever, and then you have people who don't care or didn't even put in the effort or the work and end up graduating anyway. Like, they end up graduating, they end up passing the class miraculously. Like, how does that even work? But okay, I digress. It's not to say like I'm jealous or anything, because I mean, hey, you pass, a win is a win, but it does kind of take away from the people who genuinely need help and need to stay behind next to the people who actually are ready to move on, you know? And I do feel like that's kind of what's wrong with today's school system, is that people or staff members, whoever are passing students, are just passing them to be passing them, just to get them out their class. Like, they could be doing completely horrible in a certain subject, like math or something like that, and they would pass them anyway. And it's just like, no. These are supposed to be the future adults. These are supposed to be the future president or future, you know, whatever. And you're telling me you're just passing them just to be passing them? They're not even ready to be passed, but yet you're passing them. That makes sense. And I just find that really, like, as a school system, like, that's real lazy of you. I don't know. But you know, I feel like everybody's gonna have their own mixed opinions on that one, so I don't really want to go into that. But as per usual, I just want to say, have a good, fantastic school year. It's gonna be great. Like, enjoy these moments. I'm gonna say that, whether you're in elementary school, middle school, high school, college, enjoy these moments, because they say you're gonna miss it, and honestly, I don't miss my high school experience. I don't miss anything about high school. The only thing I really miss about high school are my teachers, because there was some real one teachers in there that helped me. I did not see that. I would have missed that. Okay, but there was some real teachers that I had that were like real ones, you know, like they were there to help you pass the class, you know. Those were some real teachers, and I still remember them to this day. I visited them last year during Christmas. It was like oh, there's a certain amount of years are allowed to go visit their teachers and stuff. I did not. Why? Okay. There's a certain amount of years who are able to go visit their teachers again. And I visited some of my teachers last year. I didn't get to visit all of them, obviously, but I did visit the ones that I missed. But that's the only thing I missed about high school, or at least for me. I don't miss anything. I don't miss prom. I don't miss... Oh my gosh, that's scary. I thought that was a fox, wolf, whatever, but I did not miss anything from high school besides teachers. I hate coming over here, but I need to check to see if there's any renegade thingies up here. I think there's... I can't do this, because now I'm down to 1. All of those free renegade thingies, I'm down to 1. Like, what the actual heck? Okay, at least I got it. Okay. I hate these wolves. I hate going up at the wolves den. I hate going up there. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, school. Enjoy it. I don't miss anything about my high school experience or anything. I'm just letting you guys know, enjoy it while it lasts, because once you enter the real world, it's not going to be all fun and games anymore. So enjoy it. Not to scare anyone or anything. Oh wait, I need this. I need you before... Oh, shoot, dang it. I left you at the thingy. I should at least be able to get one of them today. I think I'll prioritize the cat. I think the cat looks cool. It's so funny and interesting to me because I don't like cats in real life. I don't like them. I've never had a bad experience with a cat, but I personally don't like cats for me. And that's not to say or hate on any cat lovers out there. I just personally don't like it. So I've never had a bad cat experience, but I don't know. They're not my favorite animal personally. But it's funny how But it's funny how in game they are my favorite pets in the world. Like I don't know. Like it's so weird. It's so weird how it works, but it is what it is. So the cat, they're in different areas. Okay, we'll see. We will see. I think there should be one in the bear cave or the dog, whichever one we find first is going to be the one I'm going to get, whether it's the dog or the cat. And I'll work up enough. But I have been active, guys. I have been actively playing Star Stable during this Camp Western event to get up as much summer tokens as possible, and just to have something to do in the game. Also to build up my trailblazing track thing. I didn't actually finish it because I couldn't be bothered, but I did most of it and I got most of the free items on there. So whenever the 6 months come around, I'll probably get some more of the stuff there. What else? I got this mule. I can't believe I just said that. I got this mule. Yeah, that's pretty much going on. I think we're getting a new horse. I don't know when. Actually, I don't know when. I don't know what the horse looks like because Star Stable doesn't want us to see what the new horses look like anymore. They keep wrapping them up in packages. And honestly, that was a little cute. That was a funny, cute little joke. Like a cute little funny April Fool's joke. But now, like, it's like, girl, why are we wrapping them up? Like, they really don't want you to see what the horses look like until they are released, which I understand, but at the same time, it's like, it's not that big of a deal if we see them early. Okay, it's not that big of a deal if we see them early. Like, we can see which ones we want to go ahead and get. All right, no, back it up. Okay, great, there's none down. You don't need to be that close, and then you're sticking your tongue out at me. Like, that's really rude and disrespectful. I don't know where these things are, and I'll probably just run around and try to search for them. I mean, that's the only thing I can do at this point. But anyway, I'm trying to think of anything else to talk about. Oh, a good topic I want to talk about is the summer I turned pretty. Now, I know this is really the summer show to be watching. If you really, for these types of shows, you really just need to turn your brain off and just enjoy the drama, okay? Because the way that this show has got me so angry and heated in the worst way possible. Like, it is a show at the end of the day. I don't know why I'm taking this so seriously, but like, this show has made me physically, visibly, emotionally angry, and it's not even funny anymore. Like, season 3 is a hot mess, and I'm just praying and hoping that this thing wraps up as quickly as possible, because this has been nothing but a train wreck. It's been a train wreck, especially for my boy Jeremiah. And as of late, the recent episode 7, girl, all I'm going to say is you're going to need to prepare yourself. If you ever want to watch it, or if you ever want to pick it up, or you just want to vicariously live through TikTok, which is probably something I should have did. I should have just watched it through TikTok, because it's not worth losing sleep over. It's not worth crashing out over. It's not worth losing your mind over. Like, it's not worth it. Like, it'll only make you lose hair and pull your hair out, and it's just not worth it. But I do want to talk about the recent episode. I won't go too into deep with it if you haven't watched it, but spoiler alert if you haven't. Is this the cat? No. Ugh, get it. It's an orange cat. It's a type of orange cat. I don't know why I thought it was that one, but I'm not gonna go deep dive into it. But I am going to say they are ruining my boy Jer, because we're not gonna act like seasons 1 and season 2 did not happen. We're not gonna act like seasons 1 and seasons 2 Jeremiah didn't happen, okay? I feel like Jeremiah has had a lot of growth in season 2, specifically towards the end, trying to both handle his feelings for Belly and his mom passing, and his brother Conrad hiding secrets from him as per usual. Nothing new there. And he's just trying to balance his high school life as well. My boy is going through a lot, okay? We're not going to pretend like seasons 1 and seasons 2 Jeremiah didn't happen or did exist, and seasons 1 and 2 Conrad didn't happen and did exist, because Conrad in seasons 1 and season 2 has done a lot of things to Belly and his brother. He's done some stuff, okay? And just because he's turned over a new leaf in the new season does not erase what he's done in the past seasons. Like, that is no excuse whatsoever to be all like, yeah, I'm team Conrad. I'm switching from team Jeremiah to team Conrad because Jeremiah in this season, at least. I'm team Jeremiah seasons 1, seasons 2. I'm team Jeremiah season 1, season 2, because I don't know what's happening to Jeremiah in this season. I don't know what's going on with his character. I'm not exactly sure what Jenny Han is thinking with his character. Like, it's been a hot mess from beginning to end, and I'm just waiting for this season to wrap up and so I can move on with my life. And because the way I'm literally fighting for my life on TikTok, at least I'm fighting for my life on TikTok, defending this man, because it's just like, this is not the Jeremiah that I know from seasons 1 and seasons 2. This is not the same Jeremiah that we grew up with from seasons 1 and season 2. And I refuse to switch up on him because he's made these mistakes. Because regardless of how big the mistake is, it was a mistake. And he regrets it. He's changed. And at the end of the day, Belly chose to forgive him, okay? Belly chose to not throw away 4 years of being together. So she chose to forgive him. So that's her business. If that's what she wants to do, you do what you do, boo. But at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of people are going to make mistakes in the relationship. I'm talking about big mistakes. I'm not talking about like, oh, I missed your dental appointment or something like that. You know, like people in relationships, people in general make mistakes. We all have slip ups. We all have, you know, we all mess up sometimes. And especially since Jeremiah was drunk in that moment, like he wasn't really thinking in his right mind. He wasn't thinking at all. Proves to me that he didn't do this out of pure malicious intent and try to start something. Like it did kind of feel like he just started stuff just to start stuff, or start a fight with Belly just to start something. But I don't think he did that just to go hook up with Lacey in Cabo for the spring break. Like, I don't think that's why he did that. But I'm not exactly sure why they're writing Jeremiah like this. I'm not exactly sure where they're trying to take this story. I'm kind of just over it. I just feel like the more I talk about it, the more irritated I get, because I get so heated about the people switching, because it just lets me know that they don't care about growth. And obviously Conrad has had a lot of growth in season 3, but in terms of his emotional state, he's still very much stagnant, meaning he still cannot communicate. Yes, he's in therapy, but he's still failing to communicate with his therapist. He's still failing to tell his quote unquote therapist, the same therapist that's supposed to be helping him figure out his life and everything. He's still lying to his therapist because he's still keeping secrets from his own therapist, the same person who's trying to help them or help him. And it's like, yes, you're in therapy, but it's not really helping if you're lying to if you're actively lying to your therapist. You're actively, you know, you're not telling the truth, Conrad. You're not telling the truth. You're only telling part of the truth, and that's the problem. Bro, I don't know where this cat and dog is at. I've checked the bear cave. I really don't want to go back to the lion's den. That's what it is. But I'm just gonna wrap it up here and get the beast repellent again and drop these horses off, because it's not worth it anymore. It's not worth it anymore. It's not that big of a deal. If I find them again, I'll just do that tomorrow, and maybe I can save up more summer tokens because we're almost at 100. So yip, hooray. So I'm gonna wrap it up here because I don't want to talk about the summer return printing anymore. I don't want to talk about it right now. I'm still very, very much heated from the recent video or the recent episode released. So I'm going to end it off here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my little rant. I know it was just a whole bunch of nothing, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of some tips, updates, just have some random things to talk about for kicks and giggles, because why not? And I'm going to end it off right here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye, everyone.